Hello, night owls, homeschool moms. It's day 3. How'd it go? I'm having a drink. Whew, my kids just went to bed, y'all. It is 10:15? 10:15 and my kids just went to bed. Mom of the year. Who else has a messy bun? Y'all, I don't even know if you can call this, like... Anyway, say hi. If you are here live, I need some freaking adult interaction. This is ridiculous. So, how'd it go? Day 3. Are you behind? Are you on top of things? Are you feeling better about it than you did at the beginning? Talk to me, because I'm gonna need a little communication. There's a reason why oh my gosh, everybody write this date down. Charles Powell actually said hello. Hey, Kimberly. Mr. Tyson Basie. Hey, babe. So, I shared this in my group the other day, but it's been on my mind all day, so I'm going to take that as share it on my personal page. You want like a man bun? Just leave that to like Jason Momoa. I think you're perfect. Hey, Delene. Anyway, I hope that you're surviving school at home. I taught for a decade, and y'all, this is like new territory for everybody. I cannot even imagine having like a class of kids to keep up with, plus my own kids, plus doing my own job. Like, there's no way. So, shout out to all the classroom teachers out there, because Lord, I don't know how you're doing it right now. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Jessica. Hey, April. Okay, so, I don't know I don't remember when I heard this, but it's the only thing keeping me out of prison right now. I love my babies. They are my absolute everything, but this is hard. Being confined into the walls of our home is hard. I've been trying to get out as much as possible. I'm actually getting like a little tan from the time we've been outside. Their teachers actually prescribed, planned and assigned for them to go on walks and do observations and stuff for science. So we've been outside a lot, which has been awesome, because the vitamin D is actually going to help our immunity and all the things. So I just wanted to remind you of the most important thing during this time. And it's not that you stay on top of their assignments, and it's not that you have a specific schedule for them, and it's not that you stick to things and get them all done and all of that. It's the time that you're spending with them and loving them and making new experiences that they haven't had before. Because in 20 years, when you talk about this time, they're going to ask you about this global pandemic that happened, and you're going to say, yeah, we didn't have any toilet paper, people were freaking out, everything was contagious, all the, like, and how crazy it was. And then you're going to ask them how they remember it, and they're going to say, well, that was like the best time of my childhood. We got to spend all this time together. We got to play games. We were outside all the time. We got to go do things we normally didn't do. You were home all the time. And it was just the best thing ever, is what they're going to remember. And so I tell you that to tell you this. When they grow up, when your babies grow up, your voice is going to be the voice in their head. And I ask you, what do you want that voice to sound like? Is it impatient? Is it aggravated? Is it anxious and stressed and yelling? Or is it calm and collected even though you want to pull every hair out of your head one by one? Is it loving and understanding that we're all in this new experience together, and that if they're behaving wildly, it's because they don't understand what the F is going on? And honestly, think about it. Think about the voice in your head. Who do you hear? More than likely one of your parents. And depending on how your childhood went, might kind of determine how you make choices in things now. So I say that to just encourage you to hang in there. I know that this is like the hardest thing because it's hard for me, and I'm a teacher. And being in this together as families, individual families, is going to open up communication. It's going to teach us to be kinder in the end. It's going to give us more empathy for other people, and it's only going to bring us closer together. So ask yourself, how do you want your kids to remember this time? How do you want them to recall it when you talk about it later? Do you want it to have been like one of the best times of their childhood, or do you want it to have been stressful and scary? Even though it is stressful and scary, when you look back on things in hindsight, it's not as bad as you thought it was, especially when you're taking advantage of every single moment you have with your babies. Now, I'm not saying you don't need space, because I need space, and right now is my mama time, and I'm having a drink. But since you're with them, and this has kind of been a mandate on all of us all of a sudden, take advantage of it. Learn your baby's love languages and love them hard right now, because they have no idea what's going on. So how do you want to remember this in hindsight? What do you want that voice in their head to sound like when they grow older? This time, this season, could be a big chunk of how that develops. So I just want you to stay calm. We did not get all of Liam's stuff done today. And that's okay. If you didn't stay to a schedule today, if things pop up and get you distracted, that's okay. That stuff doesn't matter. Nobody's going to remember that in hindsight. He actually did one of his writing assignments, and he picked opinion writing about school at home. I say he picked. I guided him to that because he did not want to write at all. So the fact that he wrote anything was a miracle. And I was really, after everything that I've seen posted, I was really thinking that he might say school at home sucks. I really miss my teacher. And he wrote, I love school at home. It is so much fun. I get to go to the park, to the lake, and see the animals and spend time with my family and play games. And that's his hindsight memory building right there. And I am so grateful and happy. And that gave me strength for tomorrow to keep going. So you are doing better than you think you are. You absolutely are. Just being there for them and loving them through this time is all you really need to focus on. Quit worrying about everything else. So I just had to get on here because I felt led to. And I hope that school at home is going amazingly for you. And if you need me, I have made a group called Light Bulbs. I'm just posting resources in there all day, every day that I find to help this go a little bit smoother for you. It's absolutely free. I will post the link in the comments after this. You can join. I also have one-on-one tutoring sessions over FaceTime. They're 30 minutes long. They're $20 per session. If you want me every day, you can have me every day. And if you need me for instruction for your kiddos, I can definitely do that. And then I also have grade level groups that are going to be starting next week. That's $55 just for the whole month of April. You're going to be getting 8 lessons, 1 math, 1 reading and writing each week. And so that's a little less than $7 a lesson. So if you just want to make sure that your kids aren't regressing and learning the things that they need to learn for the grade level they're currently in before they go into next year, let me know. So those are the options for me to help you. If this is just not your jam and you are just going absolutely bonkers, I totally understand. I started yelling today. I'm not proud of it, but all they wanted to do was play, and my heart wanted to let them play, but we had stuff to do, damn it. And I lost it for a little bit, but reminded myself that, we're all in this together. We're all a little frustrated, and it's okay. We only had one meltdown. He cried for a minute, and I just let him cry. Y'all, let your kids be emotional. I will say that too. Let them be emotional through this. They don't understand what the hell is going on, and they need to know that it's okay to feel those things, and to feel sadness, and to feel stress, and to know that they're tough enough to get through it. So remember, you're the voice in their head. How do you want them to remember this? How do you want to remember this? Do you want to regret everything that you said during this time, or do you want to, love how it turned out, even despite all the shitty stuff going on? So I love you. I hope you're doing okay. Message me if you need me. See you soon. Bye.